What's up guys, this is Philip with Only the Greatest, where we're helping you become the greatest version of yourself. So if being great sounds like something you want to do, go ahead and make sure you like this video and subscribe so you can find out more awesome stuff like healthy coffee. All right guys, today we're going to show you 3 different ways that you can have coffee and stay healthy. So everybody has a coffee habit, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people. If you're watching this video, it's probably because you do. So we have 3 regular cups of coffee that we just made, and I'm gonna show you 3 different ways that we can make it taste good and be healthy. So the first one is probably the most simple. I just have some plain, well it's not plain, it's unsweetened though, vanilla almond milk. With this one, I'm actually not even gonna measure it. I'm just going to dump it right in because this is very little calories. If you look on the label, I think it's 30 calories for a cup, and we're definitely using nowhere near a cup. So it's probably more like 1/8 of a cup, maybe 1/4 of a cup. So I'll just dump that in there. 1 second, I forgot to grab Splenda. And I'm just gonna use 1 Splenda here, just so we don't waste Splenda. So I'm gonna use 1 Splenda. You could use 2, you could use more almond milk, use less. Either way, you're definitely not getting more than 15 or 20 calories out of this one. And there's 0 calories in Splenda, so don't worry if you're using 2 of them. So we'll just stir that up, and then when we taste it, you have that little bit of a hint of vanilla, and then also the sweetness from the Splenda. So that's option 1. It's also gonna be our lowest calorie option of the day that we have here. So now that that one's out of the way, the next version that we're gonna do is actually go ahead and use good old coffee creamer. This one is just one from Costco, Natural Bliss. It's sweet cream flavor. Nicole really likes this one. It does have 35 calories per serving, and a serving is 1 tablespoon. So I do have a tablespoon here. This stuff's not terrible, but what people do wrong is they just dump it in. If you look at the label, there's 90 servings in this container. That should, with 1 serving a day, that would last you 3 months. This is not lasting anybody 3 months or even 1 month probably. So you just wanna make sure that you're measuring it. Nicole's in the background laughing because she uses this one and we know it doesn't last that long. How long? She claims it lasts 2 months, but I'm gonna put a date on the top of the next one. But anyways, 90 servings. You can use this stuff, just make sure you're measuring it. That's the thing. So we're gonna go ahead and use 2 servings because honestly, 1 serving, it's really not that good. It doesn't give it the flavor that you need. So I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 servings of this. I got my tablespoon here. Be careful, I'll spill it. And fun fact, we have 0 measuring spoons in our house. I looked thoroughly. So I'm just using one of these. So there's 1, and there's 2. And then once again, a Splenda for some extra sweetness. We'll give it a stir. Now this one, we're going from probably like 10 or 15 calories in our first option. In this option, 2 servings, 35 calories each, 70 calories. So a little bit higher calorie out of this one. So just make sure you're taking that into account. But when we give it a taste,
fewer calories than Starbucks.
Definitely has more flavor than the first one. And yes, fewer calories than Starbucks, much fewer. Last one that we're gonna go over, and my personal favorite, we have a cup of coffee here, and these pre-made, pre-mixed proteins. This is salted caramel, or it doesn't say salted, it's just caramel flavor. We'll give it a stir. I just pulled this right out of the pantry here. And 1 full container has 160 calories, 30 grams of protein, which is really awesome. I would say I like to use about half of one, so 15 grams of protein, 80 calories. So highest calorie, but also get some protein in there. So I'm gonna use half of this guy in my coffee, about half, and I'll save the other half for tomorrow. Then I'll give it a stir. And you don't necessarily need to add Splenda to this one. You could if you wanted to. If you really like sweet stuff, you could go and have a Splenda as well. But I'm just gonna have it with just the protein in the coffee. and it's really good. You really don't even taste the coffee that much. You mostly taste the protein. These proteins come in several flavors. You don't even have to use this brand, but this brand, it's really affordable, and it has 30 grams of protein with only 3 grams of fat and 4 carbs per container. So like I said, it's really affordable. You get a huge case at Costco. So try that out. Whichever one of these 3 works best for you, try them out. It's a really low calorie way. All of these options also are very affordable. It's gonna save you a lot of money versus going to Starbucks or any other coffee shop, you know, down the street from your house. So guys, try these out and let us know which one you like the best.